And welcome back to Hannity. We're reporting from Las Vegas tonight. Yesterday, President Trump, the First Lady, Melania Trump, they flew to Vegas and they met with the victims of this massacre. One of the survivors that they spoke to was Thomas Gunderson. Thomas was shot in the leg on Sunday night, but despite his injury, Thomas made sure he got out of bed to greet the president. He explained this on Facebook. He said, "I will never lie down when the president of this great country comes to shake my hand. There may be plenty of issues in this country, but I will always respect my country, my president, my flag, and shot in the leg or not, I will stand to show my president the respect he deserves." Earlier today, we did, in fact, have the honor to go to University Medical Center in southern Nevada. We spoke with Thomas Gunderson. Watch this. Thomas!
How's it going, buddy?
How are you?
Doing well.
I know I'm not the president. I apologize in advance.
So I'm not standing up.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Can you believe the president comes here yesterday? First of all, you believe what happened. I'm very, very sorry. How you feeling?
Honestly, I'm okay. I mean, can't quite walk yet, but I'm going to get there.
Was it the president or the first lady that got you to walk?
I was the first lady, if I'm being honest. No, no, you know, I had to. I told my family, the President of the United States comes in this room, no matter who the president is, you stand up and you shake their hand and show them the respect that they deserve. You know, that's how it works.
It's a little hard when you were shot in the leg.
No, I mean, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't like I stood the whole time. You know, I just wanted to show them respect.
You know what? That went viral, and I agree with you. 100%. Let's talk a little bit about. So you're out, you're having fun. I love country music too. So you're at the concert.
Yeah.
You remember obviously what happened? Where were you? What happened?
I remember everything. But when it first started going off, it was like everybody thought it was fake. Or not, I shouldn't say fake. It sounded like it was the speakers malfunctioning, or maybe somebody setting off firecrackers. I mean, even Jason Aldean played for another 15, 20 seconds. The moment he started to run, the crowd started screaming, and then that's when I realized kind of what was going on.
Where were you in relation to the stage?
I was pretty far. I mean, I was on the east side of the stage, maybe 100, 200 feet back. There's a lot of railings and bars and stuff like that in between.
So and that's when you got hit?
No, I didn't get hit till I was probably one of the last people to get hit. I've spent the entire 20 minutes in there. Listen, I think everybody in there, in their own right, is a hero for, you know, they did what they had to do. And I hear more and more stories, I mean, of amazing things people did. Honestly, amazing things people did. So yeah, we did that. And then at that point, you know, it was, like I said, it was about the end of it. Seemed, not that it was over, but almost everybody was kind of out of there. And the rounds were still going off, and we weren't seeing any gunshots. And I think our minds were so just focused on getting people out or finding him that we didn't really see the bodies around us. And we looked at each other and we said, "Oh, it's fake. Somebody's messing with us." About 10 of us said that. Right. And so I stood out in the open.
These aren't people you knew. People you just met.
People all just that were looking to help, you know. And at that point, I had looked behind me and I saw gunfire coming from the hotel, and that was perfectly just lined up, or flashes, as they say, that was just perfectly lined up with.
And you saw it from about that floor?
No, I thought it was a completely different floor. Lower? I could have sworn that it was center of the hotel, about 15 floors up. Could have been the reflection, you know, the way that's set up.
Yeah, the way that is set up is.
And right then and there, my mind was like, uh-oh, and boom, shot through the leg.
Most people won't experience that. What does that feel like?
I can't tell what everybody else felt. For me, I didn't feel it. I knew I was shot, but my body took over and numb. I hit the ground and there was just blood everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know, for me, I didn't really feel it. Your adrenaline's just going nuts.
Talk about your injury and your prognosis.
Honestly, I'm so blessed. It went straight through the calf. It didn't hit an artery or bone. The nerves and muscles are pretty torn up. So I can't lift my foot to 90 degrees yet. And
wait a minute, you did lift your foot for Melania Trump.
What foot wouldn't?
Exactly. I'm getting this tape to the president. Yeah. I'm going to say you got competition. Yeah. So the president walks in. Yeah. The first lady walks in to see you. Yeah. What was that like?
Very surreal. Very just honoring. Honestly, I mean, I'd heard that he just flew in from Puerto Rico. Literally just came from there. I don't care what anybody has to say to me, man. He cared. He wanted to listen to me, and shake my hand and thank me, and just was so awesome. And Melania was so sweet, and to me it felt like they genuinely cared about the people here and what happened.
I can tell you the whole country's praying for you and for all these other families. There's some families that lost their loved ones, others in this hospital.
Yeah.
This is a severe injury. There are worse injuries.
I'm so blessed. Honestly, I got off easy, and if that's the one thing, like the one message I could send to people is find the people who lost loved ones and just love on them and show them support, because
they're going to need it.
I got off easy, and but there's a lot of positivity going around, and I hope people can focus on that, because I've seen an incredible amount of love sent my way.
It's hard. This is like life-changing for you.
It is.
This is a moment where you're never going to be the same.
It's true, and I'm trying to do my best to use this stage to give a good message. It's not about fame, and I want people to know that. I happen to be in this hospital, happen to be able to meet the president.
But you know, it's really good for America. I just want to say this to you. When you hear that somebody said, okay, I got my friends to safety, let me help other people, that shows how great we are. You know, this country's great, and people like you make it great because you put other people ahead of yourself.
Everybody in there was great. Everybody did what they had to do, and everybody responded in the way they needed to respond, and everybody should feel honored for what they did.
You know, we played about an hour before Jason got on stage. Big and Rich were on, and I've been friends with both of them, John Rich Moore, for many years.
Yeah.
Everybody had their cell phone up. I'll show you the video if you haven't seen it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
An hour later, you think this happens. Like, everyone's together. Yeah. Then you got a big political fight in the country, and everyone's, you know, does that bother you when you see that?
No, I'm not going to give in to that. I can tell you, I mean, obviously, my video has gone viral, and there's a lot of comments, and probably 80–90% are beautiful comments and support, and I appreciate it so much. And there are some just horrific comments, and I'm reading every single one of them, and I'm not going to give in to that. And
I get about 60% negative on my Facebook.
I feel for you, because it doesn't always feel good, but you know what I mean? You respond in love, and there's nothing they can do with that.
You know, meeting people like you, it inspires me too, and it reminds me of some of the military guys. I mean, you know, I'm sure in the days that you're going to be laid up here a little bit, and you obviously are getting back on your feet. If not, we'll call the First Lady, say, Melania, can you come back out to Vegas? Yeah. But you know, they go through all this every day. You know, so it makes you appreciate. I know that you appreciate.
First thing I did was text actually my Marine buddy, Ken Fuqua, man. He's an awesome man, and I first thing I did was text him and just talk to him, and I mean, he's gone through this multiple times, you know, and I just wanted to talk to him because there is no one in the world I respect more than our military. I just don't. So those are our heroes for sure.
Yeah. And they give us the freedom to go to these concerts.
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel special. I feel lucky because of that. So it's hard, you know. Those are the real heroes.